direction at all. They're just sort of screaming and shouting.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Encounter Roleplay. I think we're live. And today we are here to play through some more Trials of Bhaal, which of course is the viewer game here on Encounter Roleplay. And we're going to talk about what that means here in just a second. But first, let's go around to the incredible cast and crew that are with us here today. We have 2 reoccurring cast members and then viewers that have come in to play with us, which I'm so excited. So let's start with our cast. Madam Gandalf, tell us, how you doing today? And in fact, what character you are playing.
Oh, what I'm doing here, either alert. But hi, my name is Madam Gandalf, and I am tired but excited to die many times over and over again. It's luckily how I like to live my normal everyday life anyway. I'm playing Ari. And Ari is a very self-involved, eccentric, and overall kind of lazy rogue, really. She cares mostly for numero uno, but will also care for numero duo if it means that it will get her the hell out of the Trials of Bhaal. I mean, she's in it for herself, really, and she will take down anyone who stands in her way or take with anyone who will help her get there. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Nice. Yeah, cool. Yes, Ari is in for a treat today. And next up, we've got Pangalactic, who's also on the cast. Yeah, motherhood. Yeah. Tell us how you doing today, man, and about your character.
I'm good. Hello. I'm equally tired and equally ready to die. I'm playing Darak, the Dwarven cleric, who has discovered he's got a tiny little chub on for hyperviolence. And he's quite enjoying the Trials of Bhaal, actually. He's settled in quite nicely. He likes dying over and over again, and he can't wait to see what happens next.
Such a masochist.
Yeah, totally.
Cool. And let's meet some of the viewers that have come in to play with us today. Dibs Razel, did I get that right? Dibs Razel, tell us how you doing today? And in fact, what character are you bringing into Bhaal's lair?
Doing pretty good. I'm equally tired, probably, had a long day, and I'm not quite ready to die, so I'm going to try and not do that, but we'll see how that goes. I'll be playing Zawarum, who is a deaf cleric of Weas, and well, this whole scenario just does not vibe well with her, so that's going to be interesting to see.
Yes.
This goes against everything she stands for, so that's going to be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see definitely how she fares in his realm. Cool. Thanks for joining us today, man. We're going to move on to Richard M. Powell. How are you today, and what character are you bringing to the table?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm bringing Ham, the human wizard. He's a jolly necromancer.
Awesome. That's fantastic. Cool. Anything else? Did he maybe get here in a particular way? What's he excited to see?
He liked the ball. This is really a bit of a theme park for him. Yeah, he was murdered when people misunderstood what he was trying to achieve. Let's put it that way.
Yes, of course, of course. That's happened to all of us at least one time or another, right? Right? Awesome. And next up, we've got Weasel TV. Tell us about your character and how you're doing today, friend.
Well, I'm really tired. I had a really rough week, and I'm really looking forward to die today. Thank you. I'll be playing Gunvald. He's the human barbarian up from the north. In his life, he accidentally killed his wife, Gunhilda. And he died, sadly, himself, crushed by Grunrundi.
Oh,
so
yes, of course.
We'll see how this goes, yeah.
Yes, you're one of the many's of thousands that have made it to this realm thanks to Grunrundi. Bhaal may have to buy him a drink or something. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Well, before we dive into today's show, I want to remind everybody that's watching that Encounter Roleplay is in fact sponsored by some pretty incredible people. Fantasy Grounds, which is going to be the virtual tabletop that we're using today. It is super choice. all the beautiful maps. Actually, I don't have any maps, but I've got some reference images today. All the roles that we're going to be doing, we're using in Fantasy Grounds. So you can try it actually for free. And if you sign up to play on the game, you'll get to use it. So you can do that at fantasygrounds.com. But finally, you can also get a slew of miniatures from Wayland Games. Go to waylandgames.co.uk and get yourself a huge range of D&D minis, Warhammer minis, 40K, just all of them, 20% off. So go hit that up, check it out if you like minis. I do. I got a few. Well, they're over here somewhere behind me. You can get, supreme choice out of those from Wayland. And last but certainly not least, you get to interact with today's game, which I know is what you're all been waiting for. So if you haven't followed yet, follow the channel. Following helps us count up to 20 followers. Once we do that, we get what we call a viewer decision. That means you get to make a decision about something that happens in this game that I'm running. It's pretty cool. You kind of get to take the DM seat. It's the jam. Same goes for retweets. So 20 retweets and we get another viewer decision. So we could in fact hit 2 viewer decisions before we ever start rolling dice if you guys follow and retweet. And of course, the final way to affect today's game is to donate. You could do that by giving, you could donate and then give players nat 1s, nat 20s. We have a giant table full of wild magic surges, and we've had worse happen on this channel thanks to donations. So, do your worst, internet. And without further ado, we are going to jump straight into today's game. So on last week's game, you traveled through, and I would actually say didn't travel very far through, a giant marshy labyrinth. In fact, run by a minotaur that hunted you down. Most of your time was spent tangling yourselves in and out of these kind of animated vines. But the most important aspect of what we really learned from your time in the Great Labyrinth was, in fact, that Ari and Derek are carrying something inside of their bellies. Oh, hi! Are you joining us today?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
You made it! Okay, good, perfect, just in time too. Well, let us not skip over. Please introduce yourself and tell us what character you're playing today.
All right, my name is Brittany. I am 26 years old, and I will be playing Mal, the candy yum yum pink tiefling bard.
Oh, fantastic! Yeah, how in fact did your tiefling bard make it to this horrible place where Bhaal collects the souls of adventurers?
I got eaten by Remizor. That I was.
It happens to the best of us.
And he didn't tell me about this thing, and it just crawled up in it, and I just got into his mouth, and I died.
Yeah, we've all been there, kind of. Some people in Bhaal's lair have been there. Awesome. Well, thanks for joining us. We were just diving into what happened last week, in fact. So you made it just in the nick of time. It was meant to be.
Oh my God.
So in this serendipitous moment, we are reminded that Ari and Derek learned that last week in whatever trial Bhaal had put them through, that they were carrying something inside of their bodies. It kind of writhed and pushed its way free, or pushed itself out through their stomachs and skins. I want to think Derek's actually came through his neck. It was like a little hand, as if they are incubating something. And this would not be the first kind of child that we've seen as we've explored through Bhaal's dominion. All of you begin to come to in this dark, suspended space. You are in fact suspended somehow by your arms and your legs, and you're floating in this kind of black etherness. And the giant figure of Bhaal, which you can only rightfully assume, and especially for the two of you that have seen him before, kind of forms out of the shadows of this place. And he comes into view, and you can feel the cold death off of his breath as it blows your hair back when he speaks to you. He's so gigantic. And he tips his head and kind of looks at you as if he's examining all of you. And he does this with his hand, and your bodies begin to suspend and spin mid-air. And he casts something, and it causes your bodies to go almost like you're looking at an X-ray. So not even invisible, like transparent to some degree. And you begin to see, you can look down and see your insides. And Bhaal's examining you and he goes, yes, yes, yes. As each of you see, there is something growing. Humanoid-ish in shape. Inside of your bellies.
It's not mine. I didn't do it.
What?
Fuck is that?
What happened? What is this? Get it out. Get it out. And Mal just starts scratching her belly to try to get the thing out.
So you're gonna, I was about to say, so you need, your hands are kind of suspended, so you'll need to make, you're welcome to make a strength to see if you can pop your hands free of whatever magical energy he's got binding you.
Oh, sure. The strength check, okay. Sure, let's see, can I try to get out of it? It's 11 plus 0, so here goes nothing.
Oh, and the first roll of the day is a nat 20. It's meant to be, and you in fact do.
Offering.
You like pop your hands free of whatever magical energy. You're not sure if maybe he was distracted. I mean, this god is like inspecting all of you, and you begin to kind of like tear at your stomach, ripping away at it. And he turns and says, and snaps. And again, your hands like pop back into, and you can fight it. You try and you try, and he beats you to it. And he says, "No tampering with my spawn."
Wait, what?
Oh, and we have a donation in chat. Donation in chat says 2 wild magic surges for all. Oh, wild magic surge for all, 2 for Ari and Derek. So Ari and Derek, you guys have 2 wild magic surges. Everybody else gets 1. And Boss Monster, of course. It's going to be that kind of week. So, for those of you that have never done this before, you get the glorious opportunity to roll a D10,000. To do that inside of Fantasy Grounds, type /DIE, just like you're all going to do today, and then type D10,000, and it will roll it for you. And I've got a Boss Monster. I have been scouring the newest release, of course, and it is filled with glorious, glorious evil things to kill you with. Woo! All right, so we have to break some of that out today. All right. Okay, cool. So here we go on those. We're going to just run through them. If for some reason I feel like there's going to be one that's going to need to be held, I'll hold it for another.
Oh.
Hello.
She wild magic surge right out of the game.
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. Just wild magic surge out of reality. It's a it's an unfortunate occurrence.
Chelsea's having
Something
quick. I'll tell you what, while this is happening, let's go through these wild magic surges you guys rolled.
Cool.
So, Chris, what's your first wild magic?
4180.
4180, alrighty. Anyone slain by Darak's weapon can never be resurrected.
Ooh.
Oh, that's good.
Wow, that's a good one. That's going to be handy.
There you go. Your next wild magic?
Was 8583.
8583. Welcome back, Chelsea. We're just going through these wild magic
God, I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's what I was just talking away to myself. I was like, everybody call out your wild magic surge numbers.
Why is no one replying? Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Oh, good. Darak.
Yeah, don't let me interrupt.
Yards are 10% likely to age 1d100 years. So 1 in 10 chance to age by 1d100.
Okay. All right. I
put his other one in the chat as well for you, Chelsea, so they're all there for you to go through.
Can never be resurrected. Never.
I know, that's so good for this one, right?
That's so perfect.
Alrighty. Madame, what'd you get?
I got a 7597.
Ooh. 7597.
Solid
roll. Your weapon cannot be teleported.
Ooh.
Also handy.
Ooh.
Also handy. And I also got 725.
Ooh, that's
You roll
Doesn't
super
that mean
low,
your weapon is
things.
just going to stay
I
behind?
do.
Your
yeah.
demand that your allies treat you as though you are invisible. Demand.
No,
she's
you
gone.
cannot see me.
Yes.
No.
Amazing.
God
All
damn it.
right.
Great stuff. Okay, Ham. What did Ham get on a D10,000? Oh, you're unmuted, my friend.
Sorry. 100.
Let's see.
100.
2,100 is so Ham. Ham's home has served as a brothel while he's been away.
Well, it's gonna serve as a brothel forever because you're dead.
Being dead is definitely away.
My good family home.
Great stuff. Let's see. Mal finds a pouch full of highly flammable black dust.
Ooh.
That's actually kind of cool. Yeah. Okay. Cool. We'll just say, for the sake of this, it's on your waist pouch. It's kind of already attached to you. It just kind of magically appeared on you.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay.
That definitely seems more useful than.
So Gunvald, if Gunvald is beheaded, his slayer receives 10d 1,000 gold pieces.
It's the price on my head. Beautiful.
Yeah.
I
It's
think I know how your
Loaded
night's
to money.
will end.
Literal bounty.
There's a bounty
Okay.
on your
That
head.
right? No? So,
And that was
Gunvald. It's all in the chat for you. Posting it there.
Yep, I got it right there. I'm just making myself a note. Nice.
Gibbs, Zara Warren gets to see Zawarren. 5732. You forget how to use doors.
Okay then. Well, I'm floating in space right now, so that's fine.
That's true. There's no doors to yet. There's no doors yet.
What's a door again?
Yeah. All right, guys. I will leave you
I'll
guys. I'll leave you guys to it. And,
Thanks,
back on
Will. I don't know what happened there. My hiccup. Okay, cool. So, where was I? So yes, you guys each are kind of suspended, and he stops Mal as you begin to dig at your stomach, and you guys feel as he rips her back into place, this surge of magic pierce through you, and each of these kind of effects, two effects, happen. Now, what I would like, because I need to roll for this 10% age, I'm gonna have everybody roll a percentile. If you roll 10%, you will have to be aged. If you don't, then you're fine. If you roll like 20 to 8, okay, that was 50 and 20. Okay, yep.
Yeah.
So pretty small. 19. Okay.
How do you roll a percentile die? Oh boy.
I'll type it in for you. Hang on.
Just a 1d100, right?
Yeah. Yep. Yep, and do it that way as well. I can manage. Okay, so it looks like everybody. I was about to say, Ham, did you roll? Was that your total? Was only 9?
So I should be okay. No, 5.
Oh, okay. Five. Okay.
No.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you're good. You're good. Okay, so everybody passes it. So nobody's gonna age the 1d100, but you do feel this surge as it rushes through you. And Bhaal lets out a giant laugh as he once again begins to inspect the critter that is growing inside of you, and he says, "Yes, you are all plump and ripe. I think yes, go ahead."
So as I'm kind of like reorientating myself and realizing that this was not where I was last I can remember, and I know it is Bhaal. Is he within spitting range?
Oh, he's huge. He's giant. He's just like gargantuan. It's like your whole field of vision is this giant shadow figure. Actually, I'm interested to know what, in fact, is the last thing that you remember seeing, just because I'm interested to know.
Well, being tortured to death, pretty much. Slowly, very slowly, over a very long period of time. So being in a void does not really line up.
Yeah, no, not at all. The torture, we can work on that. Oh, God. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, cool. Yeah, what would you want to spit at Bhaal?
Yeah, because well, like assuming because of my background, do I realize who he is, or do I have to make an religion check?
Yeah, I was supposed to. Yeah, why don't you make a religion check if that's the best one? I'd also take a history, but I'll let you make whichever is better.
For me, would be religion. Let's see.
Yeah, go ahead.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's
and
okay, never mind.
One.
I have no idea.
Okay, and in that one, you're just like, yeah, you're so overwhelmed by this figure. You definitely know it is bad news bears, and just simply by being a cleric, you're aware that it's probably an evil god of some kind, but you're not able to recognize who it is in any way, shape, or form.
Right. Well, considering that I realize that he is a god, that means that I should not be here by any margin. So I just I spit at him anyway, and just shout, like, "Who are you? Why am I here? What is this?"
He says, "Puny mortal, I am not required to answer your questions, but I like your vigor and sass."
And he leans in. It's almost like the shadows in the room pull in as he comes close to your face, and he says,
"I am Bhaal, ancient lord of murder."
Can Gunvald chip in here?
Yes, you absolutely can.
The last thing that happened to Gunvald in his life was Grunrundi saying, "This is not my final form." And I do recognize the voice from Bhaal. It sounds somewhat like Grunrundi, I must say.
Yes, there is a red-headed girl making evil noises, and they all sound the same.
You are correct. Your insight is true. Yeah. So you're basically putting it all together as if, I mean, it rushes through your mind as well. The last moment where Grunrundi says these things, and basically the whole place around you collapsed, and you died, being crushed in the mountain as Grunrundi broke free. But
I want to just say, Grunrundi, is that you?
Bhaal goes, "No, Grunrundi, I owe that dragon a great deal for how many souls he brought to this place." And he says, were you one of the lucky ones, crushed at his mercy?
I wanted to meet my wife, not you.
He said, "Bhaal goes, you need no wife here. You serve a single purpose."
Did you impregnate me?
Oh man, Bhaal goes,
"I'm sorry."
He goes, "No." He goes, "Puny mortal, if you must call it that, yes, I impregnated you. You carry my spawn."
How?
My mother always told me that if I was going to have a child, it would be that of the demon.
He says, "How? Would you like to know how?"
No, please don't. Don't go there.
There is room in all of you for a second spawn. We could have a group of twins.
I don't think there is.
How do I opt out of this twin option?
There is no opting out.
Can I exit stage right, man? I didn't sign up for this. Can I exit stage right? Like, I didn't sign up for this. I don't know. Where do you think you're gonna be a great mom? I'm gonna be a terrible mama. Okay, so
he says,
I need to exit stage right.
He says, that gives me an idea. I would like to know, in fact, would you be good mothers?
No.
You have a set of trials before you. Save the children. Or die at my hand. Permanent.
Is there another option? Because I didn't sign up for
And Bhaal like claps his hands, and as he says that, everything goes dark. And you feel your arms and your hands release, and you hit solid ground. But in fact, it's not just solid; it's kind of squishy, like plushy. In fact, not like squishy like a sponge, like soft, like a bed or pillows. And you kind of have to like get your bearings as you come to, and you look around you, and you're in what seems to be maybe like an arena. It's about 100 feet across, and it's circular, and there are bars that come up very high and dissipate off into kind of like dark cloud coverage over your head, and this whole arena seems to be floating in empty space.
Right. Of course. We're in arena. Are we going to now, like, have to fight the babies?
Do we have our stuff?
You do, in fact, have your stuff. Except for Ari.
Because my weapons cannot be teleported.
Except for Ari.
Thank you,
but
Bob.
all of you see... Yeah.
Also, you think you're invisible.
You seem to have all your stuff, and in fact, Mel, you find this additional pouch on your hip.
Hey, I got me a pouch. Don't know where it came from. Thank you, whoever gave me this. Try to use it well.
I'm going to immediately...
Yeah.
I'm going to get my shield out for the first time, just because I don't like the sound of dying permanently. I've died a few times, it's been fun. But I like that I get to come back. So shield.
Okay. I immediately follow Derek's example. He seems to know what he's doing.
So you guys are all kind of readying yourself for something?
Yeah, I pull out my long sword.
So do I notice?
Why don't you all roll a perception? If you would, you guys kind of ready yourself and you're kind of looking around. It is eerie quiet. It is like Dead Space quiet.
All I can do is look around.
If I notice that Ari has no more weapons.
She does not, in fact, have her daggers. Okay. Wow. Okay. Gunvald, you're not 100% sure.
Wit.
But yeah, the best weapon
I have the sharpest
tongue. Yeah, so I would say that Ari and Gunvald, you guys begin to piece together as you look around, and you're kind of like testing the ground, and you're like, are we in a giant crib? We're in a giant crib. And as that happens, it is actually Gunvald that begins to hear this like thunderous roar of like feet. You're not 100% sure if it's feet or like what it is, but it's almost like a stampede building. And from around you begin to horde in, you see like a tiny hand come up over the ledge, and another tiny hand comes up over the ledge, and it pulls itself up, and it looks like a baby. Just a baby.
Just kill it with fire.
And it begins kind of like crawling towards you, and it gets about 5 feet in, and then another baby, and then 2 more babies, and 3 more babies. And as about 12 or 13 of them begin to pour in from all sides, the babies open their mouths to these kind of rigid, pointed, flesh-eating teeth. And I'm going to share an image because this is, I guess, how I see them in fantasy grounds. Kind of like their brow furrows, and as they begin to like, and they begin to go, feed me, feed me, feed me, as these babies are like crawling at you. And we're going to go into initiative.
Woo. Alrighty then.
Oh lordy. Oh lordy.
Oh god.
I was about to say, I have another one. This one's terrifying too. That one's pretty.
I love the title is
Oh, dear
Rabid
mother of
Baby.
God.
All right.
Ugly ass babies.
Wow. You
Ari,
went to
just
a
to go
dark
around for
place
my
on the
sake,
internet for
Ari.
this.
You guys don't want to know what I've been searching. So
And
Ari,
this is how Chelsea ended up on lists.
being watched by the government. We're gonna go around. I'm gonna grab all your initiative rolls. Derek, what was your roll?
5. Continuing the tradition.
Ham, what was your roll?
I think it's 4.
4 total for your initiative?
Yeah.
Oh, and it was in that one. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I got you with the 4 total. Okay. And Mal?
Mal has a 19.
Mal has a 19. Damn. Okay, and Gunvald?
Gunwald doesn't like this. A lot of babies, so he's on a 7.
All right, and who am I missing? I'm missing somebody. Yes, Dibs. Yeah. What was your roll?
I'm on 13.
13. Okay. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. There are basically hordes of babies coming in on top of you. These like man flesh-eating babies. I'm going to roll basically like a swarm for each of you. They'll be treated like a swarm in essence, because they're tiny and I know. So each of them will roll for this initiative, and that'll make 5 of them for clarification.
So before we start combat, can I toss my crossbow and ammo to Ari?
Yeah, you sure you can. You guys had already readied, so I'm going to give you each kind of an action if there's like something small you would like to do before we like hop into it or whatever. So yeah, if you would like
seems to be a bit light on the steel variety. Just take mine for now. And I'll sit towards it.
Nice crossbow, good call. Okay, so they get a little bit of a boost, but not really. We're gonna say they just all go in order. So they didn't roll very high. They only rolled a 4. So we're just gonna call them the babies, or the hordes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and yeah, they're not. They're gonna go right before Ham. So in order, it'll be Mal's up first. So Mal, what do you want to do if there is any as these babies begin to surround you?
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on this thing, and I'm gonna see, can I viciously mock it? I'm gonna say, God darn your ugliest sin! What's your mama? Just get go away. Go away. Go somewhere else, far away from me.
Wow. Okay, so what does the baby have to roll?
Lord. You have to make a wisdom saving throw. Try to beat the 13.
Okay, well they're not wise because they're just babies. So they only rolled a 5, so they failed. So you have viciously mocked them.
Yes.
How much damage did they take?
Oh, okay. I have to roll for it, right? Yeah. Where do you have these papers? I have. Oh, Wendy. Oh, 2d4 psychic damage, right?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, because you're at level 5, correct. Yeah, those babies that psychic damage.
2, 4.
All right, cool. You see the kind of horde of babies right in front of you, about 5 or 6 of them all go as they like scream out in this baby tears, blood begins to like run out instead of tears, and they hold their ears as you have viciously mocked children. How do you feel about that now?
That should be my new job. Viciously mock children.
How do you feel about that? Okay, cool. Next up is Ari. You kind of like catch the crossbow out of the air and ready yourself right in time to take your turn.
The first thing she's going to do is, I'm guessing Derek is like right next to her. When we
you land. Yeah.
So she's gonna like kind of step behind Derek and just to kind of put a distance between the babies and herself. But then she's also gonna lean on top of his head to kind of steady and aim the crossbow.
Nice.
He is a 5 foot tall dwarf.
I mean, I'm a half elf. I'll just pretend I'm even taller somehow.
The logistics work out somehow. Yeah. Well, you've got, like you said, you got your shield out, right? Is it like a big? Yeah. You're kind of like ready. So you're at a little bit of an angle, and you kind of prop on his head and gotta get it ready.
Shoulder, maybe then, like yeah.
Yeah. So that we'll say that's your movement. Do you want to actually take the turn to fire?
Sure. Why not? Would that be a dex? That's weird. Dex of sorts, right?
Because you're yes, it would be a dex.
Cool. Let's
Correct.
do this. Come on. This is your proficiency. Oh man.
Oh. And you were proficient. So what's your proficiency bonus?
My
because it's
proficiency bonus...
AP3 and your proficiency should be.
Oh, my proficiency should be.
3 I think it's 3, right? At level 5.
Level
so
5, yeah.
Let's see. I still don't think you actually hit the little
Stand
ones.
still,
Out of
Derek.
no. You oh wait, no, that's a 13. You do hit because they're not armored. Yeah, you hit. You hit the babies.
Yes.
You hit one. Yeah, you like seek and sear one through. Roll damage. Where that
Alright.
crossbow.
Now it's trying to figure out how to.
The music's so epic.
Thing.
We need some nursery rhymes in there.
Yeah,
I know.
a horrible baby sound.
Whoa!
Do we know what the
That's okay.
crossbow roll tends to be manually?
Yeah,
Is
I
that
can give you that.
1d8.
Yeah, I believe it's
1d8
1d8.
piercing.
Okay.
Assuming it's a light crossbow.
Yeah,
Correct.
it is. It's a light crossbow. It's 1d8 piercing.
Okay.
It actually has a +4 to hit as well.
Okay, I got an 8 with the +4.
8. Nice. Okay. So yeah,
So that'd
that
be 12
takes
total.
out. Yeah, so it actually threw one baby and out to another one. As the kind of horde takes a total of 8 points, or excuse me, 12 points of damage. They don't like that at all.
Woo!
At all. Woo! And we move right along. That was Ari. All right, Dibs. How you want Zarworm? Did I get that right? I can't see it. It's so tiny on my screen. Probably fix that.
Zarworm.
Zara, okay, there you go. Yeah. How would you like to proceed with these babies kind of flanking you in a circle?
Well, I guess I'll just go and get set up. I hold my ground and I cast Spirit Guardians.
Ooh.
Using my my shield as my only symbol.
Nice. Very cool.
And what that does is it creates a circle around us. I designate the party as the people that are not affected. It halves the speed of everybody that enters it, and they need to make a Wisdom save in order to not take 3d8 radiant damage when they enter it. If they successfully save it, to take half.
Okay, cool. Damn. All right.
And can I still use a bonus action after that?
Yeah, sure.
All right, then I will also cast spiritual weapon, which creates a spiritual floating weapon in the shape of a dagger that hangs next to me.
Okay.
And that is a 1 minute duration. The other one is 10 minutes.
Okay, cool. Okay, great. Yeah, so you guys see this like circle radiate around you. Do they get any buffs, or is it only damage taken as the babies enter?
It's a debuff for the babies in speed and a damage taken when they enter it. Yes.
When they enter it, but nobody else gets any additional buffs. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys see this happen as the first babies are beginning to get closer and closer to the edge. They don't seem to be phased by your magical barrier yet. And we
get to make
move
an attack with the spiritual weapon, though.
Oh, do you get an attack when it?
Yeah, when
spawns?
you cast spell, you make a melee spell attack. I've got it up on D&D Beyond in front of me because that's what I'm going to do on my turn.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but
nice.
it has to be within 5 feet of the weapon, and I don't think they are.
Oh,
wait,
yeah,
it's a
yeah,
60
they're not yet.
60-foot cast range. So how far away are they?
Oh, they're. I would say that they are within about 40 feet of you at this point. At least the front ranging babies are.
Right, well then I can cast it right on top of them and get an attack out.
Yeah, you can cast it out from yourself. You don't have to cast it right next to you. So we'll say you did that if you'd like to make the attack.
Yeah, I will. I just need to figure out. It's a spell attack.
Yeah,
Okay.
melee spell attack.
And I don't quite remember what I need to roll for that. Just a regular d20 or?
Yeah,
D20 plus
D20.
your spellcasting modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Correct.
Moment. Just my modifier is wisdom, which is a +3.
Great. So you'd roll that D20 plus 3 plus your proficiency, which is also 3, so plus 6.
Okay.
Oh, and an
That is
8 does
horrible.
not, in fact, hit. It just like bings, and the babies are still, they're just like crawling so vigorously as they come closer. The knife just doesn't quite get them. And it, in fact, is Gunvald's turn.
All right, Gunvald, he doesn't reckon that these are worthy opponents. Dying by the baby's hands will not get him to Valhalla and will not get him to meet his wife. So he'll take up his decanter of endless water again and say, "Gazer," and aim for... Are there any babies running towards Gunvald?
They're not really running as much as crawling, but you've got a whole
Crawling.
kind of spectrum of them, probably 5 or 6 right in front of you.
Yeah, so I'll just... Okay, this is my... Here we go. So I just hold it towards them, and I'll spray him down, and
Okay.
they have to make a DC 13 strength save, or be knocked prone and moved. They don't weigh more than 200 pounds, no.
They do not.
They do not.
They do not.
So if they don't make it, they'll be moved 15 feet away and
Okay.
be prone. Oh, they are already
Sorry, the
prone?
baby.
They don't make it. They don't make it, and you do for yours push them back
Head away from
15. Yeah. Do they
Yeah,
take any
also-
damage?
Unfortunately, they also take a little bit damage. 1d4 bludgeoning.
Okay. So roll that up. That 1d4 bludgeoning.
There we go. Take
Okay.
that.
Nice. So 10. Okay. Yeah. Great. Yeah, and you see them like and a few of them like tumble back, like they can't like hang on to the ground because they're just like crawling babies. But they right themselves, a few of them, and get right back up and crawling as fast as they can back at you. Next up is going to be Derek.
Cool. So first thing I'll do is bonus action spiritual weapon right on
Nice.
top of them and make an attack.
Okay. Okay, attack.
With my big
Go,
warhammer.
looking for a 12. A 12. Nice!
Nailed it.
Yes!
Nice.
Hit! Nailed
So
it!
that is, what's my damage on that? Sorry.
What's with holy men and babies? I don't know.
It's 1d8 plus my spellcasting. So that one takes 8 points of damage.
Alright,
Of force damage. Do they look undead?
they do! In fact, look, I say that they look undead. Yes, they do look undead. Or they look a zombie-ish, as if they are trying to eat you.
I'm going to... Are they within 30 feet of us?
They are, well, yes, I would say by now they are.
Cool. I'm
They're
going to
moving
try
fast. Fast.
Cool. I'm going to try and turn undead. So
Oh!
I'm going to hold up my holy symbol behind my shield and shout, "Get to fuck, you weird baby things!" And they have to make, any that can hear me within 30 feet have to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
They fail.
Woo!
The babies fail.
So any that are affected, are they CR half or lower?
Yes.
They are instantly destroyed. Any that can hear me.
Oh!
Because of my level
Oh.
5 destroy undead.
So you guys see kind of the first ring almost of babies that were nearest that didn't get pushed back, which is probably about 10 or so. They just go like right in front of you. Just poof, they just poof in midair. The other babies stop momentarily, like the whole horde of them like stops, like looks where the babies were, and they start moving again even faster as you kind of like kill them off. They still
I think
seem to
I
be
made them
pouring
angry.
in. And next it's actually the baby's turn, and then last it'll be Ham. Everybody got a turn. Yes. Okay. So each of the baby hordes are going to kind of take you guys on individually. They took a lot. You knocked quite a few of them down, but they're still going to attack. And they get to your feet and they begin gnawing on your ankles. Each of you, they're going to make that roll. Let me make sure I get the right modifier there for that.
Well, if they enter the circle, they need to make that wisdom save.
That's right. Let's make that wisdom save first.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they enter, they pull a little bit. Let's see. They do not make this. How much do they take?
They take what was it? 3d8
3d8
plus 1d8 per spell level, and it's level 3.
Oof. So
am I doing that right?
68?
Oh no, wait, never mind. No. It's just 3d8. It's just 3d8.
Okay. So roll up the 3d8 for me, because they do in fact take that damage. A lot of them as they cross in. Oof! Quite a few of the babies, in fact, poof again as they attempt to enter the circle. And it seems as you continue to kill them, more of them are pouring up and over the side. They're just like constantly pouring in like a swarm of ants, in essence, as they crawl to your feet. So you did kill quite a lot of them, so you won't have quite as many in your horde now. You're kind of down from about 6 to 3 is your average. And these babies kind of circling around your feet and begin kind of holding you to the ground and gnawing at each of your ankles. So let's see if they hit you. So the first one we're just going to go in order will be for Ari. Oh, that is not how I do that. That's not a hit, I'm guessing?
Nope.
Okay. The next one up is a 15, and that one is, in fact, for Mal.
That's going to hit me. Yeah, that's going to hit me.
Yes, I love that. So three babies bite your ankles.
Ow.
Yeah, 3 of them are now gnawing and pulling the flesh away. Yeah, literally. So because there are 3 of them, we'll do this. Instead of doing it 3 times, I'm just going to combine it all. You take 13 points of damage to basically your ankles as they begin gnawing away at the flesh and the meat and eating you. And you can hear them even through the gnawing. They go, "I'm hungry. Feed me, mommy. Feed me."
I ain't your mama. Go away.
And we move right along. Down the row. Next group of babies reach. I'm never gonna get it right. Zar.
Just go with Zar.
Oh, Zar. I like that. That's cool. Okay, I can do Zar. Zar. And Zar at a 19. Does that hit?
That hits. Yep.
Okay, you will take the same. At 18 points of flesh damage as they begin gnawing away at your ankles. Next up, the next horde reaches the feet of Gunvald. And Gunvald does a 16 hit you?
No.
No, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, you're kind of like beating babies away, and they can't quite grab or either manage to bite into the thickness of your ankle or something. They're just not. Brilliant. And let's see who else needs a little Derek. You need some baby biting action.
No, I don't.
You do. You want some of. Oh, not at a 5. You don't.
No.
And last but certainly not least, Ham. You need a little baby biting action too. At a 17.
Yeah, completely.
Yeah, 3. So you two will take. Yeah. At a 17, you take 17 points of ankle-biting damage as the babies begin gnawing away at you, and there's still hordes of them are pouring in. And it actually is now your turn, Ham, before we start our round back over.
I've been pondering what I should do. Now, didn't Bhaal say we were supposed to look after the babies?
He said he wanted to test your motherly instincts.
He meant the babies also, right?
That's actually a good question. Why don't you roll an insight on the situation? I like where your brain's at.
Who, me?
Yeah, go ahead, Ham. I'm going to give you a chance to roll an insight.
It's it's a 12.
Okay, out of 12. Okay, that's actually higher than I thought it was going to be. Out of 12, you have kind of pieced together what Bhaal told you about you using your motherly instincts, and these babies seem to be hungry. He didn't necessarily say for what, but usually when a baby's hungry, you have to feed it. And
So
it looks like they're feeding on the only thing you have.
Yeah, I take some rations out of my belt and I start just chucking it out. I've got like if I've got all my gear, I've got at least a few days worth. I start spreading it around like I'm feeding fish.
Nice!
Like
And the babies like look and they see you doing this and they and your horde of babies like redirect their energies to like eating up the rations.
I say, why don't we do this rather than eating?
Nice. Very nice. Is there any yeah, you can also make movement if you want.
Oh, I will.
Do you have enough rations to feed all of them?
Like, deepling meat ain't good.
Okay. Did you say you wanted to make any movement, Ham, or are you just gonna keep like feeding the babies?
I'm gonna go as far away as possible, but I'll be tossing out whatever I got crack as I go.
Cool. Yeah. So you kind of go deeper into the center of the circle to kind of get some distance between you and the babies, but you're still tossing it. It does seem to be distracting the ones that were right in front of you. And we loop back around to the top, and it is Mal's turn. Mal, why don't you roll a perception to see if you see what Ham did?
All right. Perception. What's perception? Not good. So, all right. Plus, okay, 4. Right. Perception. Here goes.
Oh, at an 8. You see that the babies are redirecting themselves, but you can't figure out why.
Okay. Are the babies still like eating on me?
Yo, yeah, they're at your ankles.
Okay, you know what? I had it. Hellish Rebuke. I'm tired of this. They need to make a dexterity saving throw, please. I'm getting tired of this.
All right, let's see how dexterous these babies are. Probably not dexterous at all. Okay. Oh, they are not dexterous today. They're too full of your flesh.
So, what they failed it, right?
They did fail it.
Oh,
how much
thank
damage
God.
did they take?
Alrighty, I guess I'll 2d10 fire damage. Thank you. Sick of this. Dang. Yeah.
Nice.
15.
At 15, yeah, and a bunch of the babies right in front of you, just like when that radiant energy hits them, right? It was Hellish Rebuke, you said.
Yeah.
Yeah, they poof. Some of them stay, but about 5 or 6 of them like dissipate. You kind of cleared out the space actually in front of you, and you begin to notice that one of the reasons is because the hordes of babies are redirecting their energies towards what seems to be a feeding frenzy off onto your right. And we move to Ari.
So, this arena, you said we're like floating.
No. You guys have like hit. Yeah, the arena itself is floating. You guys are on like soft, plushy ground. Yeah.
Yeah. So is there like an edge of the arena?
Yeah, it's what the babies are like pouring onto.
Oh, they're like climbing up from under, kind of. Oh, okay. So my idea to try kind of like lemmings them off the edge is not going to work then. Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to stick them with my arrows more. It's one way to say I'm taking care of the babies.
Unless you want to roll a perception, you're welcome to do so to see if you see Ham feeding them.
Oh, sure. Yes. Yes, I would love to do that.
Mm-hmm. Before, yeah. I give you that perception.
Apparently I'm not that perceptive.
Oh, at a 9, you get the same thing. You notice the babies are kind of redirecting energy and they're getting thinner and then thicker over into another area, but you can't piece together why or how that's happening yet. So go ahead and make that attack with the arrow.
All right. let's stick it to one of the children. And
Oh man,
21.
That is 21. Yeah, you like line it up and you like phew 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 and hit 3 babies. It like pierces them. Roll your damage.
Sweet. All right, destroying all the babies. Okay. Seven.
Oh, okay, 7 points. Yeah, you see 3 babies go down as you spear them through. But very quickly, 3 more babies pour in behind you. Or pour in behind them. And Czar. What kind of action would you like to take?
I was muted. I want to see if I want to see if I notice Ham feeding the babies as well.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that perception. Oh yeah, you see it. You recognize that.
No, I rolled a 1.
Oh, Ham rolled the dexterity. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, at the 1, yeah, you don't see anything. You're like, oh my god, babies.
All right. I'm just going to, at this point, take a swing at them with my
cool.
warhammer.
Yeah, do it. We'll say you can hit about 3 or 4 of them. A solid swing. I mean, they're just babies.
Just swinging for the babies.
You're just like mowing them down.
I accidentally roll. Oh, that's one, yeah.
No, that is a hit, in fact.
Alright, so I'm rolling.
Roll me that damage. Yeah. Yeah, you definitely hit like 3 of the babies and they kind of go flying as you do damage. Like a punt at a football. Yeah, you see them kind of like, their bodies kind of like shatter as your hammer hits them and sends them just flying off in another direction as you mow through them. And they continue to pour in. Gunvald, it is your turn.
All right, so is there any baby still on Mal?
Yes, there are babies everywhere.
Then Gunvald will go, the snake lady told you. She ain't your mama. And he'll run up and kick him. He's gonna kick the baby.
Nice! I love it. Punt that baby. Punt that baby.
So far away from me, please.
So that would be an unarmed attack, so use your strength.
Alright, wait.
Please, as you do it, they're like, hut for, 10-4, hut!
Here we go.
Oh, and a 10, not enough. And you go to kick it, and it latches itself like almost onto you. That's why you don't actually hit it; it like grabs into you. And now you're kind of like trying to shake it off your leg versus like punting it. And it is Derek's turn.
Hello. So with my spiritual weapon and my warhammer between them, I just want to play whack-a-mole with babies.
All right. Why don't you roll? How many actual hits do you get?
So I've got 1 with spiritual weapon and 1 with my warhammer.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the warhammer's gonna hit about 3 just because babies. The dagger will hit 1, so roll them both and we'll see how they do. Just roll it 1 time for each.
So spiritual weapon is 6 plus 7, 15 to hit. Not 15.
Hit.
13 to hit.
13 to hit. Yep, that hits.
Cool. And I'll roll the attack from a warhammer as well, which is didn't roll that in the chat. That's 15 to hit with the warhammer.
Hit. Yep, so both hits. Cool. Your warhammer comes down and like flattens a bunch of babies. You hear their tiny bones crush.
Nice. Damage. Spiritual weapon is 6 points of force damage.
Yep, killed that baby.
Sweet. And the warhammer is 10 points of warhammer damage.
Killed those babies. Babies, but they keep pouring. Like, the faster you guys kill them, the more they keep pouring. And there's like kind of this Yeah, you guys are just like, but they're beginning to kind of get in sync with, they're like, feed me, feed me, feed me, and they're, you know, swarming. They continue to swarm. So it is their turn, and they are entering that circle again. What do I need to make? You said a wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom save for 3d8, or otherwise to take half.
They failed that, so roll up that damage again. That what was it, 3d8?
Yep.
Oh, 9 points. Some of them enter and crispy fry away. A few more come behind them, and they are going to start making attacks again at everybody's feet. Oh, baby's eating our flesh. We sure do love it. Tell me you guys love it. At a 17, Ari.
That does hit.
Okay.
Little ankle biters.
Little ankle biters give you 20 points of flesh-eating damage to your ankles.
Wow. That was my favorite ankle, too.
Yeah, the horde kind of jumps in on you viciously. Next up's going to be Mal. Mal, does a 15 hit you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't we love that?
Made me so bad.
And you take 16 points of ankle-biting damage as they continue to tear away at the flesh, ringing up your legs. Oh! Do we have our first death?
I gotta calculate, but yeah. I'm feeling.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you kind of almost begin to go to your knees as they begin like pulling you to the ground, knowing that.
Oh yeah, I am like -1 right now. I'm like.
Oh,
okay.
and she goes down, and the babies continue to eat at her flesh.
On the other side.
You see pink flesh like flying as they're beginning to rip her apart. And we move right along. The next attack will be on Czar. Czar, does a unnatural 20 hit you, or dirty 20?
Yeah, it is me.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. 3d10 plus 3 as a kind of horde of them attack you with 13 points of damage.
I'm still standing, but barely.
Barely. And there again, they're ripping at your clothing. You can feel their teeth digging into you. Next, who's going to get some Gunvald? You, in fact, are also going to get attacked by a horde of babies. As a 13 hit? No, the babies don't hit you. They, in fact, do not. I was really hoping to have a solid run at this and get all of you. It's all right. Next up, I think, is... Who am I missing? Derek. You get attacked. Oh, at a 9, I bet doesn't hit you.
Not even close.
And Ham is the last one for a 19. Ham, does that hit you?
Yes, 100%.
100%. And you take 16 points of ankle-biting damage.
Oh,
and
yeah,
they are beginning
I'm
to...
also done.
Yeah. Oh, you're
also
also...
collapsed.
Another man goes down. His babies tear into the flesh.
And my last words are, but I gave you food.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That's
They
all I
still
had.
eat you. They still, yeah, and they begin like rummaging your pockets before they tear away at your flesh. Wait, what was that, Ari?
Oh,
I
well,
saw you
that's
mouth
something.
it. It seemed really intense.
I was like, Ari's just gonna be like, that's what you get for having a name like Ham.
Awesome. So we've got a few of you down now. That's pretty exciting. And it actually starts back over at Ari's turn. Ari, you see the two of them go down as the hordes now have doubled in size. Feed me! Feed me!
I guess I want to pick up the babies that are currently biting at my ankles, and I want to toss them at the other babies currently coming towards me.
Baby on baby action?
Yes, I want to attack a baby with another baby.
Okay,
with a
why
baby.
don't you make a grapple? So make me an athletics to grapple it, and I'll say we'll just do the whole thing.
Slippery baby.
It's, yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna have to be against its strength. It rolled a 13 for its strength. You gotta roll higher with your athletics. Oh, and you in fact do. You pick up a baby and just throw it at another baby. You can why don't you just make me roll it with like a d6 plus your strength?
Yeah, what damage does a baby do?
I'm gonna just say d6. D6 is my go-to for damage.
1d6 damage. Now we know for future references, guys.
Babies do 1d6. Oh, I mean, it's better than someone primitive.
1d6 plus your well, you're not proficient with baby, I'm sorry, so only 2 points of damage. Yeah. 2 points of baby damage. As it actually, you toss it far enough, it hits a few babies and like knocks them off the ledge, and babies like go flying off the side. Like but it doesn't really stop the pouring in. And as this happens, you guys feel the atmosphere shift and change as the babies pour in, and they kind of stop munching away at your 2 fallen colleagues and look around and begin to like back up a little bit as right in front of you a boss monster spawns, and not just any boss monster, a night walker. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the night walker, you're about to have your faces eaten. So the night walker is kind of this like, oh god, they're just so gross. Yeah, they are in these purplish type robes, and one of them appears, and he casts some like magic with his hand, and you begin to feel your stomach, all of you, churn. Make a Constitution save for morning sickness.
21.
21! You withstand your morning sickness, but whatever in your stomach is actively growing. You can feel it getting larger. Ooh. And your belly, like the Sims, just like... Oh, and we have trash. One! I was about to say... Dibs, you get that morning sickness, bud. It comes and like washes over you, and you hurl your guts up in front of all of them as this night walker stands in front of you. Hood and cloak up, kind of hunched back with its staff. And as it waves its hand, hordes of babies jump on all of you and begin to rip and tear your flesh away as they eat you alive. And you come back to consciousness laid out, still feeling the pains of small bite marks on your flesh. And this is all of you, including Ham and Mal. You're laid out on your back as you can all kind of gasp yourself awake.
Okay. Oven babies, can't do it no more. Time me to go. I need to go now.
Why don't you roll a perception?
Oh god, I gotta roll. Oh, 40. Alright.
Alrighty. Yeah, you can all, if you guys all want to kind of figure out maybe where you are. Oh, and a nat 1, you are so... No, you see nothing.
That diddly squat.
Who rolled that 13? Ham, what's your modifier on that?
+5.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, you come to and you're able to like gather your bearings a little bit. And it's very strange. You're now in an outdoor space, very barren and desolate, except for this huge cliff. I mean, huge cliff in front of you. And it's about, I'd say 100 feet off in the distance, the edge of this cliff. And on it stands a shadowy figure, much smaller than the Bhaal that you've seen before, as if he's actually physically standing on that cliff. But his voice booms forth across this open, empty, desolate valley that you stand in. And he says, I see that only one of you has the instincts to feed their young. And you gave little care to my spawn. I wonder what you would do when I sacrifice real babies.
Say what?
And you see Bhaal lift his hands, and there are 6 freshly newborn babies that he's got levitating above the edge of this cliff, and he says, can you catch them as they fall? And he snaps his fingers and drops the babies off this cliff, and you have exactly 5 turns to catch your baby.
Okay.
And we're gonna just go. If you guys can actually roll new initiative order if you would like.
Oh my gosh.
New game show. Catch that baby.
Wow. There's my initiative.
Andy, I tell you.
Oh.
I
Right,
don't think
and
at this point I'm even going to bother.
You're just like, I'm not really
No, like,
sure
I'm
if I'm.
This is just
I mean,
pissing her off at this point.
Oh man. Oh.
I was never one for motherhood. Never mind.
You can always make more babies.
Yeah, one more tweet, gang. Somebody else tweet us out there, and then we get a viewer decision, which will be a lot of fun. I'll figure something out for that.
They probably did something to deserve this, right? Darn babies.
Something. These darn real human babies. Also, why don't you guys call them out? Ari, your number for me? Your initiative, I'm sorry. I got sidetracked.
Oh, 7.
Oh. Derek, yours was a 1. Did I get that right?
That will be a 1.
Mal, what's yours?
Mal is 14 plus 2. That'll be 16.
16. Nice. All right. Czar?
I'm at a 7.
Out of you and Ari, who has a higher dex modifier?
I have
a 3.
Yep, +3.
Oh no, wait, actually, I messed up. I rolled a 5 if it's +1.
Oh, okay, so 5. Okay, great. Okay, next up, Ham, what was yours?
9.
9, still puts you actually a high order. And Gunvald?
9.
Also 9. Which out of you has the higher dex?
I got a
I have
+1.
4.
Ham, you said +4 too?
1.
Oh, +1. Okay, so Gunvald will go first. Ham will go right after him in that order, just so that we know for that. And there is nothing the babies can do but fall. So the babies are... So our order, in fact, is going to be Mal once again. First up, super dexterous, on point today, followed by Gunvald, Ham, Ari, Czar, and Derek. And you're first up, and you guys, like I said, you're about 100 feet away. It is flat, Aaron. There's nothing between you and the edge of that cliff and catching that baby.
Oh, wow. I'm just gonna try to run as fast as I can, try to catch that baby before he falls to his untimely death.
What is your full speed? I was about to say, what's your full speed?
30?
Okay, so you move 30 full feet. Is there, I can't remember, is there any 3.5 there used to be if you're running? Oh, viewer decision time! It's time.
Oh, God.
What happens when they catch the baby?
Oh, no!
If they catch the baby. If they catch the baby.
I can run as fast as I can.
If they catch the baby, what happens? Oh my gosh. What happens when they catch the baby? Okay, and so you move your 30 feet, which I think is, in fact, the full breadth of what you can do.
Yeah.
All right.
Quick
And
thing.
you cut. Yeah. You do manage to get that full 30 feet, which breaks a lot of the space between you and them, but definitely not the full 100 yet. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And we move right along to, who did I say, Gunvald?
Yeah, he's not sure if this, are there natural babies? What role can I make to, to figure out if these are natural babies? Nature check.
Yeah, I would take a nature check. Yeah, sure, or an insight. I think either one.
Let's go for insight. There we go.
At a 10. So the good news is Bhaal did say that these were human or real babies, that these were kind of real or humanoid babies, not and from the trial, the last one, and his words, you can only rightfully assume that these are, regardless of race, actual babies.
All right.
But that's about all you can see from this distance.
Those are not part of my tribe. I stay here.
Oh, okay. All right, cool. Last chance for viewer decision ideas of what happens when they catch the babies. Cool. All right, so you choose to spend your turn standing. I love it. I freaking love it. Ham, it's your turn.
I'm gonna sprint off as fast as I can in that direction. I can't do a. You can't do a move as an action.
You know what? I was just thinking that. You can dash. That's what you can do. Yeah.
Yeah, I will dash then.
Okay, and do double your. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So that takes your whole everything. You move the 60 feet, and you've really closed the space. You're like. You look like if you can manage it, you might actually catch your baby. Ari.
Okay, so
You have a crossbow.
Ari. Okay,
true.
okay. Ari is going to take, like, she's wearing clothes this time, right? Because we've had a couple of issues with her.
Yeah, no, you're close. Though you are missing your crossbow because you once again teleported.
Okay, so Ari is going to. God damn it! Every time. Also, wait, no one can. Oh, I forgot about the invisible thing, as well.
Yeah, you don't want anybody to see you.
You can't see me do this. So I'm just going to take off my clothes because no one can see me, right? You know, no shame. It's fine.
Sure.
No one can see me. And I'm going to kind of, hopefully, fashion it into like some sort of like
baby hammock.
A hammocky sling thing, yeah, like you know. And she's gonna go dashing and try to like scoop in the air.
Okay. Okay.
You know, like how when Superman flew around the world and he catches, and they always said that the impact would have killed her from him catching her. So that's why we're using a swing effect. Inertia.
Okay. So you take off all your. Okay, so paint this picture for me. You take off all your clothes.
Take off all the clothes. Tie it up to fashion into like a sling sort of thing.
Oh, so let's say you managed to do it with your arms. Like you have like a baby-sized sling in like your arms now. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. And are you gonna run for it? You're about 100 feet out.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna. Oh wait, Gunvald, toss me.
I can't see you. Sorry.
So much shame.
The shame is real.
Oh
Fine, I'm running. Or maybe
Savage. So you make it about 100 feet or so. Sorry, it's about 100 feet out. You have used your action to fashion this sling, so you can make another 30 movement, right? Is yours 30 or 40? I'm not sure what your movement speed is.
My movement speed is 40.
Oh, okay.
No, 30.
So
sorry,
yeah,
30.
So it is 30. Okay, so you make it another 30. You make it 30 feet forward. As long as you continue on path, you should be able to catch them. Should
catch the baby.
Catch the baby. Yeah, and we move right along. Who is next up? Czar, it is your turn to catch your baby.
Right, well, at this point, I just look up at Bhaal and just shout at him. Bhaal! This travesty has gone on long enough. I will not do anything in the name of we us. This has to stop. And I just stand my ground shouting.
Okay, are you going to take any additional action other than talking?
No, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, so everything around you freezes. Babies freeze midair, everything. Except for, the lot of you. And Bhaal appears again on the edge of the ledge 100 feet out.
And he says, "Stop! I have only just gotten started. There's a lot of work to do before I can leave this place with my army to take over and reign once again."
And he claps his hands and the babies begin to fall once more as we pick up again. Nice. I love it. You guys are so defiant. Derek, last but certainly not least.
Do I still have the ball spawn thing inside me?
Oh, it's in you.
Cool. So I'm gonna taking a leaf out of Zar's book. Ball! That baby hits the ground, and I pull out my dagger, put it to my stomach. This one's gonna die soon.
Once again, Ball appears and everything stops. Baby, stop falling. Silence. And Ball says, go ahead. They get stronger. Oh, okay. You slice your own belly open. Oh, yep. And you die. Okay. Yep. You slice your belly open. Do roll some damage just so I can see, like, you know, how bad.
What would you like me to roll?
You said it was with your dagger?
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you just roll the D4? Yeah, you stab yourself and like rip it across, your stomach. And you see as this fetus, partially grown fetus, plops out on the ground and Ball begins a slow clap. Bravo. Bravo. But these are the children of the Lord of Murder. They only grow stronger every time you die. And the baby crawls itself back up and into your stomach, and it magically like heals. And and your stomach like grows another size, as if you have moved one step closer.
That's a damn break.
Oh, and we got a wild magic surge for Ari. Did I get that right? 90-51. Let's see what that's all about. 90-51 says... Everyone within 50 yards has a hen's egg in your pocket. More...
A what egg?
Okay.
A hen's egg. Joke from disgust. Oh, good. I'm glad. Yeah, a hen, like a ball. You know, a hen. Yeah. You know, like you guys like you feel something in your pocket.
Could have used that in the last account.
I was gonna say you can check and see what it does. But you see as the belly like grows back and your belly grows larger, and you can tell that the ball spawn inside you has grown and stronger every time that you die. And that is, I'm going to say, Derek's turn to talk to Ball, and we loop back around to the top. Mal, you have crossed 30 feet into this 100. You are on track to catch your baby.
I am gonna. Can I dash to to try to catch the child?
Yeah, you can make the dash, and you'll be almost right underneath it. So you can basically spend your whole turn this time making the rest of the 60 feet and break the gap between you and it.
Okay, thank you.
And you managed to do it. Yeah. You run faster, catch the baby. Yeah, and you managed to
run like a flame bolt. I'm coming.
Yeah, you managed to close the distance. The next turn you can try to orient yourself to actually catch it.
Okay.
Yeah. Next up is Gunvald.
He will go, Bhaal, come down here and face me like a real demon.
Pause.
Ball goes, I don't need to be a demon, for I am a god. I rule demons.
And the babies start to fall again.
Can I take out my egg?
Yeah.
And go,
Oh man!
I sanctioned this message.
You sanctioned? Did you just call? You called Ball a chicken? Did I understand this correctly?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. So as this happens and you call him a chicken, he doesn't even bother showing up this time. But you begin to notice that your egg starts to hatch, like crack, crack, and you're not really sure what's happening, but there is something hatching out of your hen's egg, and you're not 100% sure it's going to be a hen. And I was just seeing here, it does look like we have a vote for... Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to merge those two for our viewer decision. All right, let's see if anybody catches their baby, and then we can make that happen. So yeah, you begin to notice on your turn that the egg has started to hatch, and you're not sure what is coming out of it. Did You want to do anything else?
I just see the egg and it's cracking. Can I see anything?
Yeah, as you look at it, it doesn't look like it's even poked through yet. It's just kind of like, you know how you start at the top and it like... just kind of cracking down the side.
I'll smush it.
Oh, you're gonna crush it in your hand?
I'm gonna crush it. I'm a barbarian, god damn it.
You crush it in your hand, and you feel something very strange. Your stomach, you feel like kind of nauseous, like you're gonna have to throw up, but this is not morning sickness. This is like, Make a Constitution save.
Mother of
With
Payload.
pleasure. Here it goes.
No!
Yeah, take that.
And you puke forth another hen's egg, and then you feel one start to come maybe the opposite end, and you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna hatch it. Egg drops out of your pants, and you continue to and you're just like puking up eggs as they begin to like crack in your mouth. It's pouring yolk and things out of it as you begin to and you
What's
choke
wrong
egg.
with you?
Fall flat.
Oh my god,
You
you
fall
just
flat.
like birthing breakfast for me right now.
I was about to say, yeah, you just choked on eggs. And his body continues to lay them on the ground next to you as he dies. What is wrong with you? I'm sorry, I'm kind of horrible at that. Okay, my bad. Ham, it's your turn. Ham, it's your turn.
I need some ham to these chickens.
How spaced out between them?
You've got about 40 feet or so before you're right up on the cliff edge.
Like, in between the babies, like how much space is in between them? Are they all bunched up?
I
Or is
see.
there...
Yeah, I would say that they're easily about 5 foot apart. He kind of bunched them, the 6 of them, and just like dropped them over the ledge, give or take.
Okay, I try the lightest one. Do they all do it? I try to target the lightest one, and then I run.
Sorry, say that again. You broke up just a little bit.
I'm going to target the lightest one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Aim for it, but I'm going to run towards the one to its left.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm going to run 30 feet ahead, sort of aiming for one, but I'm going to use my mage hand to light one.
Oh, I like it. Okay, yeah, so let's say you can rightfully see which baby is the fattest baby, and the lightest baby. And you point that one out as maybe being the lightest one and kind of position yourself. Let's say you are very easily can do that. Next turn, you'll be right up on the cliff, and you'll be able to manage catching one.
Yeah. Yeah, so I want to try and catch one in my actual hands and one in my hand.
One with your mage hand. Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. I like that. That's nice. Who are we on? Just Ham. Okay. It is on to Ari. Ari, you are only about 30 feet from catching your baby, or at least being underneath it.
In all of her natural glory, she's going to continue running after that baby with like a muttering under her breath of just like, I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this. I can't believe I'm doing this.
You make it, actually you're 30 feet. You like take your movement, which means you get action. You kind of you can line yourself up underneath the baby. Is there anything like you'd like to do? Other than just like...
I can't think of anything else she could do. She's got no weapons. She's butt naked.
Catching baby, follow the babies.
You know what? I'm going to encourage the baby. I will talk to the baby, like, fall in the damn sling, or I swear, like, but persuasively.
Okay. Why don't you roll a persuasion?
Okay, cool. I am going to persuade the baby somehow, as it's falling helplessly, to land into my sling.
To land. At a 14. Okay, so you're pretty persuasive. You look up, and the baby's like about 50 feet or so from like hitting your makeshift sling. And it's tumbling ass over tea kettle, basically, like in the air. And every time it comes around, you can see its face, and it's just like, ah! It's like happy baby. As as it's like falling unaware of its impending doom. But you do manage to get underneath it. It does look like it is headed right for your makeshift sling. And it is Czar's turn. Czar.
Yeah, I'm kind of just wondering what I should do at this point. Like, because I'm kind of on the same.
Have 3 rounds.
Yeah, but I'm on the same page as Derek. Like, I'm not playing this game.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's 1,000 things that you can do.
I'm trying to figure out what the best idea is. For now, I'm just going to shout after the others. Fools! Do you not understand what he is doing? Do you really wish to serve him? Do you wish to become a matron for whatever it is that you are carrying? I know I don't. Fools. And I go back to trying to figure out how to get this damn thing out of me.
Yeah, actually, I'll let you roll an insight if you want to try to, like, you know, or a medicine to, like, try to figure out maybe where it's located in the body, or try to gain some information on the actual spawn itself.
I'll take a medicine roll for that, if I can.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We haven't had one of those today.
At 20.
And a nat 20. Okay. So, you begin, like, very quickly, like, dousing your body down, trying to figure this out and piecing everything together. And with that medicine, you recognize, one, the scar across your belly looks like something, it's not very long, only a couple, like, inches, you know, but it looks like somebody put it there, and there has been some kind of surgery that you are unaware of now that you're really looking for it. You also know, from seeing the disgusting fetus that poured out of Derek's belly earlier, that this is 100% not human, and not really any race that you've ever seen. It looks to be magical, probably, and made, oh, and Ari has a potion donated. Ari gets a potion. We'll roll that up here in a sec. Isn't that we have a potions table this month? Or is it just a normal potion? Well, it'll answer me here in a sec. Oh, okay, cool. I'll say just potions table then, if you want to roll off the table, if that's what we've got going on this month, Ari. But Czar, you also, with that nat 20, not only recognize that you have been implanted, literally, like something's been planted in you. It was not the usual happenstance of making babies. But it is rooted to the body, as if soul-bound in some way. That's why no matter how hard you try to kill it, it's never going to leave until it's ready to eat its way out.
Right, but you said it was magical in nature.
From what you can tell, yeah. Very, very magical.
Alright. Well, I used my action for that, I suppose, so...
Yeah, you kind of like, you toss all this out at the universe for Bhaal to hear, and he definitely hears your words and is impressed with your vigor as you kind of begin to figure out the medical aspect of being and carrying a ball spawn, or a new rendition of the ball spawn. And we loop back around to the top. Mal, you are there. You're at the cliff edge. Would you like to right yourself to catch your baby?
Yes, please. Can I? I don't want this baby to fall. And do I hear what Czar said to me while I was running to catch the baby?
I'm sorry. Yeah, you hear him yell this out as you go to catch the baby, because he like put it out there openly.
I heard him go, I do stupid things, but I ain't gonna be no goddamn matron to this guy. I just want to say this baby, okay? Just let me do the stupid thing. And I do this, and I try to like catch it and I guess roll on my back so it won't it won't hurt it.
Okay, so since you're there, we'll say that it falls. So what I need you to do is make an athletics check to catch your baby.
Okay. Alrighty then, that shouldn't be hard.
Sorry, just got so tickled.
I can do that.
I'm gonna get this potion here in a second, alright?
No, I don't. Yeah, well. Oof.
I was about to say, yeah, what's that athletics for me?
It's a 7. But it's 4 and 7. Ooh.
A 7. It's not very good. You don't quite align yourself well enough the first time around, and the baby slips through your hands and hits the ground and goes splat. It at your feet.
Yeah, that's the stupid thing I did not mean to do.
And that in fact is your turn. And we move
Can I slow clap? Can I see that slow clap?
Yeah, man. Didn't need for that to happen. I was this close. This close, man.
So you in fact don't catch your baby. And next up is Gunvald. Gunvald, you are still at the starting line. Your baby actively like, and you did see Mal's baby go splat like a real baby would go splat.
I thought I was an omelette. Laying on the floor, spewing yolk.
That's right. You are in fact dead. I totally forgot. Yeah, you're still actively vomiting up yolk as you're choking.
This is not an honorable death, mind you.
This is
I'm not going to Valhalla.
Saying that between puking,
Gunvald is not content with this situation. No.
Yeah, no, not at all. You are, in fact, very much dying on the ground as you choke on yolk, and continue to, like, you know, poop out eggs. So honorable. Ham, it is your turn, and you are, in fact, also able to align yourself to catch your baby this turn if that's what you would like to do.
Yep, I'm gonna do two, one with the mage hand and one with my actual arms.
Oh.
So
okay.
I'll try and catch Gunvald's as well.
Okay. Oh, okay. So yeah. So you want to try to catch his baby first, the heavier baby, or the lighter baby?
The light one with the mage hand.
Okay, great. So the I would say you just basically you put the mage hand out there. It just appears and catches the baby and like lowers it beautifully to the ground, and it like ding. And the one under you, you're gonna need to make the athletics check to catch your baby.
Yeah, less good.
Oh! At a 6! It plops right through your hand and splats on the ground in front of you as the mage hand meets you with the other lighter baby that has survived.
Yeah, one out of two is not that bad.
I was about to say, you still saved a baby. You're only required to save one baby. Right?
Yeah. So you're doing it. I did my quota.
I was just counting right now, like, you did a nice baby.
And that puts us in line for Ari. Ari, it is your turn, and you are also in line to catch your baby. And I'm going to give you advantage because you have the sling made to like catch your baby. It can't slip through your arms.
Sweet, sweet.
Advantage on that athletics to catch your baby.
Advantage on the athletics. So that's where I roll twice, right? And then.
Yep. Roll twice and just take the higher number. Correct. Oh, okay. So at a 16.
16.
And 2, so 18. Yeah, your baby, you feel it like poof, as it catches, and it looks up at you as it like reaches for your face with this beautiful glow. It's so happy. It's so happy, this baby. And you caught your baby.
Hold the bundle together and start walking back casually. Like,
it's like kicking.
So like, what do we see? Because we can't see Ari, but can we see the bundle floating?
I would say that you're able to see like her catch it. You're able to see the mage hand catch it, and the other baby goes splat. But you're not sure what Ari's doing with it all bundled up yet. You can't quite make that out. But she does in fact catch it. You don't hear another baby go splat.
No, but she's invisible, right?
She's not officially. She wants you to believe she's invisible. She's not in actuality invisible.
Right. Yeah, I tried to dispel magic on it. On the baby inside me.
Oh, interesting. Okay, go for it.
So I need to make a DC 10 plus any spell level above 3rd level save. So what level of spell would have put that inside me?
So I'm gonna say it's pretty high.
I would imagine.
This is a pretty high level spell. Why don't we say, because it also wasn't, you were kind of, placed there by a god. What is the dice roll on it?
I just need to make a DC 10 save. I guess that's wisdom from me?
Against the spell level of it. So you have to make an 18.
Alright, well, I'm going to try anyway. So is it just a regular D20, or do I get any modifiers?
No, it's just that D20 plus, unless your whatever your magic.
Wisdom.
Didn't you say it was 3 earlier? Yeah, your wisdom.
Yeah, 3. Alright.
So 20 and 3.
I'll give it a shot.
Give it a go-go. Why not? And a 15 does not make it. You feel it though, as it's very high, and you try super hard to dispel the magic inside of your belly, and you can feel your body fighting itself, as if the physical aspect of your body is trying to get rid of it, but the bond it has that has been left on you with your souls cannot rip itself apart. Good try, though. That was really interesting. I hadn't thought about that. The dispel magic. Nice.
Can I shout over to Ham, considering he's a wizard, to inform him of how magical our little spawns are?
Sure, you can. Yeah. Tell him whatever you like to.
Ham! It's magical! You can dispel it!
I'm a bit busy!
He's got baby splattered all over him.
Yeah. We'll talk in 30 seconds, I'll be free. And we can talk then.
We'll be dead then!
It comes...
Oh. And Derek, you hear this happen, as it is in fact your turn. Oh, you're muted, man.
Derek.
No longer muted.
There you go.
I can't dispel magic, but I'm going to try and remove curse on myself.
Ooh, okay. Sure.
Not sure exactly how that'll work.
I was about to say, yeah, how does that spell work?
It's 3rd level. At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. So I'm just going to cast it and touch my stomach and see what happens. I'm going to touch myself in front of everyone.
Yeah, I was about to say, you, nothing happens with the baby. Okay. But you feel a strange sensation wash over you. Why don't you roll an insight on that sensation?
Ooh, okay. I like rolling. Insight. This is plus 7.
No.
Oh.
Okay, so 11. At an 11, you're not 100% sure because you didn't roll quite high enough to be certain about it. But there's a high probability that what Bhaal has put on you to be able to regenerate you over and over in this place is a curse, and you just released it. At least for however long that curse possibly is there. So you might actually be, in fact, mortal at the moment. You're not 100% sure.
Well, that's not
good. You just get that feeling of maybe I did myself more harm than good. Yeah.
Bad idea.
And I would say for those of you, everybody that wanted to catch their baby has tried. Everybody else that didn't want to catch their baby has firmly planted. And the other 3 babies that nobody wanted to catch fall. We hear them go. Does anybody that's standing near the cliff edge, so that would be Mal, Ham, and Ari, want to make any kind of roll to save the fallen babies?
I'll save the fallen baby. I'll try.
You want to try to make? Again. All right, I'm gonna let you make another athletics to dive and catch a baby.
Oh, athletics!
I'm gonna try too.
All right, dive and catch a baby.
Okay, let's see. At 9, no.
No, another. You dive and it just misses your fingers. Splatters.
9.
Another 9. Splattered baby. Ari, are you gonna dive and catch the last one? Oh no, that was it. There was only 2 more fallen babies because Ham tried to catch one that already splattered. That's it. We're done. Babies are done. And as you see the last baby go splat, you realize that we now have had 2 babies. We had 2 babies saved. One in the palm of the hand and one in the bag that's Ari's carrying. And both of them explode. Everybody near the cliff edge I can't make this up. This is what chat decided. So we're gonna make this a pretty large explosion. Everybody that is near the cliff edge, you're gonna take. This is a giant explosion with both these babies. So there's no really getting around it. So 10d10 for the explosion leaves you with 49 damage as the babies go up in flames. Oh, killed you again!
Ow!
Now everybody else that did not move in close, all of you make a dex save. Because this is a big old explosion.
Dex save. Oh.
That's a 5.
You're like the most non-dexterous person. Derek is just like not on these dex rolls. And I'd say Gunvald's also pretty much dead at this point, choking on eggs. Oh, and a 20, you make it. Zar,
49 doesn't kill me though.
Oh, it doesn't kill you? Okay, so you guys will take the 49 damage if you didn't make the save, the dex save. But in fact, Zar does make the save. And you feel this wash come over you. We kind of had a merged viewer decision. The explosion knocks you back. You take half that amount of damage, so we'll say 24 points of damage. And you feel extremely intoxicated. It just washes over you, this level of intoxication, as you begin to stumble about. And you see Bhaal appear in front of you, and he points at you and he says, You are brave and have dug a little too deep. I have one more trial for you, and I'll see if I can't bring your friends back. And he claps his hands one more time, and everything disappears. Zar, you stand actually alone to begin with, here in this kind of empty space. And in front of you sits a horde of the scary babies. All right? Everybody else has in fact died. And they spawn a little bit later. You are left standing in the middle of what can only be described as a stage. The space is about 20 by 20. The space you're standing on, this raised space, and surrounding you are a bunch of these scary toddler babies with masks on. I want to think we've seen these before, but I will pull up an image just to give you an idea. These seem to be maybe an older version of a baby. They're not quite so crawl specific. They are going to be a little, not what I was looking for. Here we go. This is the one I was looking for. This kind of creepy baby kid, a bunch of them with these just obscure, sunken-in mask and eyes, sit right in front of you and all around the stage as if waiting on something. And they all begin to, some of them in the front begin to and they start to just wail and cry. And you hear Bhaal's voice in your ear go, "The last testament to being a mother is putting your baby to sleep." And his voice dissipates as I need you to make a con save.
That gets a plus 1, so I roll 12.
A 12, not enough. And you begin, the ringing and crying of these babies begins to do damage to your brain. It just it can't handle it as it begins to do this psychic damage to you. The noise of all these babies crying.
Was I healed in between, or am I still at my?
Yeah, you would have come back fully refledged for this.
Does that also count for spell slots, or?
Oh, you only take 1. I would say in this case not for your spell slots, but for your health. Yes. And you take 1d10 of damage as some of these babies begin to cry and wail. Sorry, you take 1 point of damage as you take this psychic energy deep into your mind as the babies begin to cry. And Bhaal's reminder runs through your ears, his whispers begin to go back through your mind as the rest of the party joins you. They are dropped out of the sea, and hit the ground on the stage next to you. And you guys are dropped into the middle of the stage where once again, there are tons of these little toddler children sitting there all Indian style, staring up at the stage at you, just wailing, crying. Babies are making other babies cry. When one baby starts, all babies start. It's just a mess.
Like, Bhaal apparently has not figured out that I am not cooperating, so...
Well...
I'm just gonna cross my arms and take it.
Yeah, so you guys see him as he crosses his arms and just, like, stands there in the middle of the stage. He was, in fact, here before you, though. You are able to recognize that.
I'm extra smug at the three that tried to save them. Just give them a little smug glance, like, fucking told you.
I want to try and cut the baby out again, but
okay.
This time I want to squat over my bag first and drop it into the bag of devouring.
Into the bag of devouring?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You guys see, I'm going to let you take your turn before I make you roll this con save for all the babies crying that you guys are trying to ignore. And you pull your bag of devouring out, and I guess you put it underneath you like a...
Yeah, just kind of like squat over it, I guess.
Oh, and Zar gets an advantage. I'm going to let you use that on your next turn there, Zar. Go ahead, Derek.
And then just like slice under the bottom of my big fat pregnant belly and just let it slop out into the bag.
I'm sorry, I had to take a moment there. Roll some damage for that dagger. Make sure you add your strength to it too.
Okay. So that is a 5.
You guys see him stab underneath his gut and rip it clean open. And again, this kind of disgusting. The only thing, I don't know if you guys have played that game PT, but that fetus in the sink in the bathroom. Oh my god, this like disgusting kind of wilted fetus. Plops out of his belly with this ungodly like mouth with teeth, and it like as it falls deep into the bag of devouring, and it does it gobbles it whole. And Derek, you fall down. Yeah.
Oh.
Can I react to this and try and heal Derek immediately as I watch him, you know, just cut himself open again?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage on that heal, whatever you want to roll to give him points back.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out which heal. I'm just going to use the, what is it? The healing word on him, so I have that prepared.
Oh, nice. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, for sure. And like I said, you can take your lovely advantage. Whoever out there donated it, I'm sure that Zar will be appreciative.
Very much. I'm just trying to figure out how to roll this, because I'm going to cast it at 2nd level, because I have spell slots for that, so I can roll 2d4.
Okay.
To try and...
kind of stitch his belly back up. I love it.
So I just
hit
the advantage, and then I do the die.
So we'll take the 4 and the 6, so 10 points. And you guys see as this like fetus thing drops out, and it as it falls through the bag of devouring at his feet. And you quick cast this and heal his belly back up, and it falls. And Derek, you feel strangely good, as if your belly's been cleaned out, as if maybe you actually did a thing.
Nice. I'll just pick up the bag and put it back on my side, and I'll.
Great.
Yeah,
you feel your belly quite empty. And let's see. Yeah, why don't all of you? You guys see all this happen? Roll a con save, the lot of you. Because they are wailing, and you're going to take some psychic damage. There are more of them crying now. Fail, fail, fail. Gunvald is the only one that passes.
I rolled 2 2s. That's impressive.
That is. Actually, Ari also passes. So Ari and Gunvald make that roll.
I get a plus 3 as well. So
darn it!
No, we're looking for a 15. A 15 is the number of the day. So you guys are all going to take more like psychic damage in your brain as these babies begin crying. And Zar, as you heal up Derek, you will once again reminded of the words from Bhaal to put them to sleep.
I have a hammer, though.
I have an idea.
23 points of psychic damage as all of these hundreds of babies are beginning to ring true. And Mal, what is your idea?
I'm going to pull out my guitar. I'm going to start singing.
I'm going to
sing a lullaby.
I love it. You sure can. Yes! You guys can. I'll let Mal take advantage on the roll. Are you trying to convince them of something, deceive them, or are you actually rolling for a spell there?
I am going to try to make them stop singing. To make them stop crying, I'm just gonna start singing a lullaby or something to make them stop
Persuasion?
singing. Because I don't think I have a spell to make them just stop.
Yeah, I would say
crying.
persuasion. Yeah, roll a persuasion.
Okay.
And you gotta tell me, what's this beautiful lullaby you sing to these horrible, horrible ball spawn?
I'm going to sing. It's coming to me. Hold on. Oh, I know. I'm gonna try to sing Rockabye Baby.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you start
Rockabye Baby.
singing it, so roll it and let's see how successful it is over all the wailing of the children.
So while she starts, or while Mal starts singing, can I approach Derek and ask him to do whatever he did to me?
Yeah, rip you open and then...
Persuasion, right?
Oh.
I'm sorry, say that again, Mal?
It's a persuasion roll, right?
I did say persuasion, correct.
Alright, here goes nothing.
Oh, and a 6 is not enough. And it's not that you...
Advantage.
Oh, that's right, you get advantage. Correct, I gave you advantage.
Oh!
Spoonful's helping you. Roll one more time for me.
Thank you.
Come on,
Thank you so
Mama.
very much.
Come on.
Oh,
Come on, you got this.
You can
Rock a
do
ball,
it.
baby. Let's do it.
Go through all this.
And an 18! And an 18! So an 18 does in fact do it, and you start out kind of rough, and the babies don't quite hear you. But as you continue to hush, little baby, don't say da 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 da, the babies begin to like, and they go into like a cooing state, and they begin kind of rocking themselves in this very creepy way until they all stop crying, but they stay there, kind of rocking themselves into a sleep as this horde of babies fall asleep.
I kind of just want to slam my shield for the heck of it.
Don't stop playing, Mal.
I ain't playing. I'm just gonna keep playing as fastly as I can. Like,
Yeah, and Czar, you wanted to have a conversation with Derek in the quiet, and you begin to hear it. There's a hush that falls over the babies as you walk over to him.
Yeah, so, Derek, you did something to yourself. What did you do before the removal?
Well, I saw you dispel a thing. Was it you that dispelled it? I think it was.
Yeah, I tried it.
He tried.
I
With
tried.
all success.
I can't do that, but I thought maybe we're cursed. And we are cursed, but it's also what's keeping us alive. And I think I'm cursed again, so I wouldn't recommend that, frankly.
Okay, but we can try to get rid of the damn baby.
Oh, I mean, I'll cut it out of you. It's gonna hurt, but I'll do it.
Go for it.
Do it.
Just make sure you have that bag ready. Because I want this thing out of.
This knife isn't sterile anymore, but
I don't.
All right.
care.
I'll put the bag underneath him.
I'm gonna assume you guys are having this at a whispered tone while these babies are like sleeping. You're like, just fucking
So you like squat over this, right? Just squat. Have you got something to bite down on? You're gonna need to bite down on something, alright? I'll put the bag underneath for that first.
Yeah, and I'll put
Okay.
my handle of my warhammer in my mouth and just chomp down on it.
All right, roll the damage again to slice them open, just to make sure.
Damage. That is a 5 total.
5 total. So yeah, once again, you rolled 5 last time. You slice him open, and the fetus falls out and plunks right into the bag that you've laid right underneath him. And you hear it as it leaves its body. It begins to as it wakes all the babies. But yeah, she's so playing. She's like, no, and the babies are like starting to wake up again and begin to cry. And as this happens, you hear that once again, very sinister clap of bone on bone as Bhaal stops the activity. Bravo! Mal, you had it right. I at least know you'll be able to put my child to sleep. And then he turns in his shadowy kind of draped, black draped form and looks at Derek and Zara and says, with the two of you, you are trying to cheat me out of my mortality.
I will not have it. And I promise you an extra baby for meddling. And once again, he claps his hands, and in a blink of an eye, you find yourself in this room with rows and rows and rows of these wooden tables, and you're strapped down to it, and you look, and you're all kind of lined up next to each other. And one of those scary nurses with the crowns come in, and she's got something wriggling, like a grub, giant and huge, little like pinchers for mouths, and she holds it over the guy at the very end. You guys can kind of turn your head and see over his mouth, and he goes, no, please, God! And she chokes him, and it, as she feeds it down his throat, and you can see it squirm down deep into his body. She makes an incision on his belly as she pours something into it and stitches him back up. He goes limp, but you can hear it eating away at his insides as it burrows deep and begins to grow as a spawn. And a nurse for each of you walks over and is gonna grab you by the throat as she holds a new grub up, and she says, Bhaal has chosen you to be the host of 2 spawns. You are so lucky.
I did not say nothing to this lady. Don't put that thing inside of me. Put them together.
And each of them go to grab you. So everybody can, if you want to try to like fight it or dodge it, you can make kind of like a dex as she reaches to grab your throat.
Can I just make a to try to get my arms out?
Yeah, you're basically. Yeah, if you want to get your arms out, you're strapped to a board at the moment.
Wow, we're not
I would rather try and break the strap on my arm, just sock her in the face.
Okay. Yeah, make a strength.
I'm gonna slap Mage Hand over my mouth to prevent her getting it.
Very good.
Yeah, you slap a Mage Hand. At a 13, whatever they've bound you with is too strong. It's not enough for you to like pop it free.
Can I viciously mock this woman one more time?
You can viciously mock her. Yeah, for those of you that haven't seen the nurses before, yeah, they're draped in kind of white gowns. Most of them have their mouths stitched, except for the one that was speaking. And they've taken medical utensils like scissors and scaffolds and thing, and have made some kind of crown that they have embedded into their skull as they bleed down their face. The rest of them, like I said, their mouths are stitched.
Look at it. You ugly. No one don't even look at you, even if I got drunk enough. And you'll still be ugly. But please do not put that thing inside of me. I have a child inside of me now. So get bye. Move on. Get on with your life. Exercise right. Do something.
So you said vicious mock her?
Yes, I'm gonna viciously mock this child.
Is that a wisdom save?
Yeah, I think it is. I even wrote it down.
I think that's right. So she rolled a 13. Is that higher than your spell save?
No, that's actually... Oh, wow. That's actually my DC.
Oh, and she beats it. You can see she, like, stops for a second. And she actually pulls a pair of scissors from her cranium, slices her mouth open, and removes a syringe.
Oh,
as she plunges it in your arm and squeezes in this blue poison, and you feel your body go rigid as she grabs you by the throat or by the jaw, opens you up, and feeds in this grub, and you can feel it eating away at your esophagus as it burrows deep into your stomach. And she goes,
"Oh God,
yes, you have another spawn."
Anybody else want to try to do anything? You didn't make your strength. There's arm. And you got a nat 20 on that dex. She goes to grab you, and she can't get your head to stop moving to feed it to you. And you kind of like the grub is now, she's like dropped it on your chest, and it's like crawling its way up, trying to reach your mouth.
Wow.
So if I can make another strength check, I would love to.
Yeah, go ahead. So let's see, Mal has a second baby.
Oh, God.
No, you're like, and they're all for anybody else wants to make a roll. Now's your chance before they.
He does not want a second baby. So.
That's another nat 20.
Nice.
Can I just roll the table over?
Yeah, No, and you tip the whole table, and it goes crashing down, and the nurse has to like back up. Ari rolled a 10, not enough of a dex. Let's see how she does. At an 18, in fact.
So that's 3, so that's 13.
Oh, 13. So everybody, Ham, is there any action you wanted to take?
Well, Ham has the hand covering his mouth, right?
Oh yeah, you got the mage hand over your mouth. You're right. So she's trying to feed it to you, and you can feel this thing like boom, boom, boom on the mage hand, and it's gonna try to wait that mage hand out, and try to get to your mouth here in a second. But Derek, you in fact turned the table over. Woo. And the nurses are really unhappy. And the one that was serving you does the same thing, pulls a scalpel from her skull. It begins to bleed and like blood as it soaks her white gown she's in. She slices her mouth open. She pulls out a syringe and she feeds it to you right in the back. She doesn't even stop and she says, "Bring an extra one. This one seems like he wants triplets." As your body goes stiff, and she brings a second one over, and the two grubs like up, and you feel one goes in a nostril and down your throat, the other crawls right in your mouth as you try so hard to stop it. And there's no way, as you lay on the ground and you feel it seed itself inside of you. Ham, in fact, is the only one left. How long does that mage hand last?
It lasts 1 minute.
1 minute. The nurses wait it out. And in fact, two of them come over. Yeah.
At about 59 seconds, just ease.
You put it up and you hear her. She one of them laughs and says, "Wow, this one has spirit. His ball spawn is gonna be just lovely at killing." And she feeds it down your throat as it chokes down, and you feel it hit your bowels and take root in with the other one. And now all of you are in fact having twins, ball spawn twins, except for Derek, who is in fact going to have a set of triplets. And that is where we will end today's episode. You're so fertile, Derek. You're so fertile. As your bodies kind of go limp with the pain of it eating its way down your stomach. And yeah, that is where we will end today's episodes of the Trials of Bhaal.
At least I did
that was pretty fun.
Yeah, I actually want to say, Gabe,
I
don't think we got an entire TPK today. I think I killed each of you like once or twice, but you're the first group that has not managed an entire TPK.
That's by
York. I'll take it.
Yep. Yeah, no, not a full TPK this time. So let's actually go around. You guys tell me, did you enjoy today? And where we can find you online if people want to go check out what else maybe you're doing. You can tell us a little bit about that. So let's start with our incredible reoccurring cast. Madam Gandalf, tell us a little bit about you, babe. And did you enjoy today? Enjoy.
Oh my gosh, Chelsea. You incredible bugger. Thank you so much. This was another level of scary crazy from you, and I love it. Every week, I fall more and more in love with your demented side, and it's fantastic. So just, yeah, absolute babies, man. We were kicking, punting, slashing.
Growing babies.
Growing babies, puking eggs. It was fantastic. Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun. But yeah, my name is Madam Gandalf. I am a total variety streamer here on Twitch. I do cooking, variety of games. I'm currently playing Bloodborne for the first time, and so that's an interesting journey, that's for sure. As well as like singing, travel stuff. Yeah, it's a whole bunch of different things go on at the Green Dragon Tavern, and love to see you there for this goofy amount of fun. We also do D&D on Wednesdays based in the Witcher universe. So if you like The Witcher and you like D&D,
that's
awesome.
Good to see ya.
Yeah. All right, Pangalactic, how did you enjoy today, and where can we find you, and what are you up to?
That might be the most disgusting thing I've ever done on the internet, and that is saying something. That was a ton of fun. Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course.
It was really fun. You can find me all over the place. I'm on Twitter as Pangalactic. I run a website called Loot the Room, loottheroom.uk, where you can find maps and adventures and stuff, and I write adventures and things for the DMs Guild. Check them out. I'll drop some links in chat.
Nice.
Thank you again. That was awesome.
Cool. And we're just going to move right across my screen, which puts us over here at Britt. Britt, where can we find you online? And did you have a good time today?
I had a fantastic time. I had a fantastic time. I was like kind of scared at first, but as we on with all the pregnancy and stuff, and y'all let me be crazy me, and I make y'all laugh, that's good. You can find me on BrittMPX on Twitter. I'm like kind of all over the place. I'm actually a blogger. I write books, and I also write a little story on Wattpad if you want to read it. Just find Dragon Targaryen Queen. You'll love it. That's where you can find me.
I love it. Awesome. Thanks. You're welcome to drop some links in chat if you haven't already, so that everybody can find you there on Twitch. And we're going to move right on. Dibs! What's up?
I had an amazing time just telling Bhaal to fuck off, essentially.
I know you have literally so many balls for the ball.
Well, like, I would be a very, very poor cleric if I didn't. Yeah, it was fantastic. It was gross. It was wrong on so many levels, and I loved every bit of it. It was great. As for me, I don't really do much of anything, so there's no real reason for me to plug.
Okay, well, hopefully we'll see you back here, and you can plug that.
Yeah, no, definitely. Awesome. I would love to come back.
Awesome, thanks.
Yeah,
no, it was great playing with you. I'm glad you guys got to come out today. Richard, did you have fun? And in fact, where can we find you online?
Yeah, I had a fantastic time. I thought the whole experience was disturbing and unpleasant in all the correct manners. Yeah, I don't mind that much. That's my Twitter is Richard M. Powell, but goodness knows I don't talk about anything very interesting apart from how sad I am about Brexit. Yeah, so anyway, I had a fantastic time. I would love to come back. But yeah, who knows what future. Anyways, thank you so much. I had a great time, honestly.
Good. I'm really glad to hear that. Thanks for coming out. And last, but certainly not least, Weasel TV. What's up, man?
Well, I really had a good time. I got to kick a baby. A death by yolk. So yeah, really a good time. Chelsea, you're disturbing it in the right way. Yeah, really. You can find me on Twitter, WZL_TV. I write some adventures for DM's Guild. You can find it through Twitter. Again, thank all of you. It was an amazing time. I'm gonna go sleep now. It's late here in Sweden.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's late in here. Yeah, so we won't be much longer because actually we're ending a little early today. I've got to head over to MomaCon to hit up a panel, so this will be my perfect outro. So I'm Little Red Dot. Some of you may know me as my actual name, which is Chelsea, but I'm online Little_Red_Dot on pretty much all the social medias. I spend a lot of my time on Twitter. I've got a Discord channel where we talk all kinds of crazy RPG stuff. I always source people in my Discord for crazy, horrible ideas. So if you've got a horrible idea you want Bhaal to try out, hit my Discord up. You can get that on my Twitter. And I do quite a lot of tabletop gaming. This weekend is jam-packed. I'm part of the North by Northwest podcast. We're going to be at MomaCon all weekend here in Atlanta, doing a few panels on D&D, podcasting. Yeah, and we're going to be playing a live show, which will be a lot of fun. When I'm not here, every other Monday night, I'm over on Nerd Immersion's channel playing through the Princes of Apocalypse. Every Thursday, of course, I'm here. Every Saturday, I'm actually back with Encounter Roleplay over on Wizards of the Coast channel, playing through Learn Die Play, which is absolutely one of my favorite characters. So if you want to watch me live it up in one of my favorite characters, that's the chance to do it. This weekend, in fact, I've got some Okay, go Rufus! I've got some interesting oddball things. Friday, I'm actually playing over on Straticus's channel with Kiana. So some more Encounter people you may know. As a one-off game, I'll be playing a Princess Barbarian. She's going to be beautiful. And Saturday evening, I'm gaming for charity, in fact. So you can check my channel. I'll streaming it as well, but you can get all of that information, my entire schedule for the weekend, which is just nutso, over on my Twitter. So there that is. I'm going to drop a few links in chat, and we're going to close this out because I got to go downtown and commute. You know what I'm saying? So thank you all for showing up today. If you enjoyed all of it, we'll see you back here next Thursday for more horrible, horrible things that Bhaal has in store. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually have some babies this time. And Try not to roll too many nat ones because we want to be there laughing when you do. Bye, everybody.